solving linear equations involving decimals. Let's take a look at a decimal, 0.1. Let's remember what happens when I take 0.1 and I multiply it by 10. Well, if we remember from long ago when we first were introduced to decimals, I need to. In this case, multiplying by 10 means I move the decimal to the right one place. So 0.1 times 10 is well, this I put the decimal 1 2 places over. So 0.1 times 100 would be 3 places. 1, 2. Let's go ahead and do an example of a linear equation that involves some decimal numbers. How about 0.06? X will be my variable. 0.9, 15 minus x equals 0.07 times 15. Notice I have 3 decimals. Our goal here is to get rid of the decimals. So we have to each of these decimals by to get rid of them. Or in other words, how can I move this decimal place 2 places over? Now remember, when I multiplied in our previous so the way I move these over is to multiply. Now, when I multiply, move the decimal place over 2 places, and I get 6x. Again, 2 places over, and I get 9. And the same over here, I get 7. Now notice, my linear equation is now much simpler because I got rid of the decimals. Now it's a matter of distributing and trying to solve. So let's use the distributive property here. 9 times 15 and 7 times 15 is 105. X. And then let's see, I want to solve. This is on this side of the equation. I'll move the 135 over by subtracting on both sides. So on the left, I get negative 3x. On the right, that would be a negative 30. We're almost done. We can divide now by negative 3. Negative 3 divided by negative 3 is a positive 1x equals 10. And of course, we could also write it, our solution, as 10. One more. Point 1 times x minus 2 plus 0.02 times 5. Now, here I need to so, in order to move all the decimal places to the appropriate I would get rid of this decimal, but I would still have a decimal here. Do that here. Multiplying this term by 100 moves my decimal over. Moves it 2 over. It just gives me a 2. And multiplying this one distributive property. Distribute the 10 through this parenthesis, gives me 10x minus 12. Gives me 6 minus 2x. We'll combine like terms. Negative 14. And notice that each successive step inside of the equation. So these cancel, and I'm left with is equal to 19 on the other. And now simply divide both sides by 8. 8's cancel, and I get x. Solution set is just the element